All right, and he's talking right now about the tax ban, along with GOP leaders. You see Mitch McConnell there in the background. We're monitoring this, of course, and we'll go there live as soon as that Q&A begins.
Yeah, let's continue to bring back in Jay Billis. So, Jay, thank you for that. Listen, you've been very vocal, you've been very critical about the NCAA over the past couple of years. To me, the most interesting thing about this is that the FBI did not let the NCAA know about this investigation, which seems almost insane. Why do you think the FBI would keep the NCAA in the dark? Do you believe it's because at the bottom of it, they simply did not trust the NCAA to keep it quiet?
No, they just don't need the NCAA for this. I mean, the truth is the NCAA is always the last to know anything. And, they don't, their enforcement division does not, frankly, do a very good job. And so they don't uncover anything. It's usually uncovered by journalists, and the NCAA comes in afterwards. This is a little bit different because it was uncovered by law enforcement. And it all came from, an SEC person who got into trouble with the Securities and Exchange Commission, and he rolled on some of the folks in college athletics. And look, there's no excuse for the breaking of rules, whether NCAA rules or federal law. So the NCAA rules didn't cause this, but we've got an underground economy in college athletics because of amateurism rules. And these players are worth a ton of money, as anybody that watches your programs would know, understand the way economics works. And I had a good friend of mine named Chris Matola who likened amateurism to prohibition. We're not stopping people from drinking, we're just driving everything underground. And this is a multi-billion-dollar business. And even though this is going to shake college athletics in the short run, this is not the first scandal we've had. And as long as amateurism rules remain in place, it will not be the last. And it may change the way money flows in college sports a little bit, but it is not going to stop the flow of money. It certainly will not do that.
That's
because no scandals done that.
Yeah, and that's the point. And remember where we are right now, Jay. This is CNBC, right? You're ESPN. We're the money network here in many ways. And we've talked about this. Louisville has a $160 million contract with Adidas. The pressure to get those kids to go to Louisville, make it to the pros, wear Adidas so they can sell shoes is a ton. But to your point, the money is already out there just in different ways. Is there anything that we can do to really get that dirty money, if you will, that underground economy as you talk about it, out of college sports? Or is it so entrenched we're just going to have to deal with every 5 or 10 years a scandal like this, complain about it, and then move on?
Well, I don't want to answer a question with a question, but you don't consider the contracts that coaches are paid to be dirty money, or what athletic directors or presidents are paid to be dirty money, or when Natalie Portman was at Harvard when she was doing movies, that wasn't dirty money. It's only dirty money to a we're going out playing time and picking our kids and recruiting